All right, welcome back everyone. And in today's video, we're gonna be continuing on with this Halloween fall season theme. And today we're featuring Adams products. And Adams did some pretty cool things. So first off, they came out with a Pumpkin Spice Edition product, or line of products actually. This is their car soap. So we're gonna be testing that out today. They did also come out with a bunch of other products. That'll be in another video, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out on that one. I did take a sniff of this and it smells like pumpkin spice. It smells really good actually. Is that gonna translate into, foaming a car and washing a car? I don't know, but I would assume so. Now, is this colored? I do not know, or if it's just scent. Let's go ahead and look at the label really quickly. Concentrated high performance pH neutral soap that lubricates as you wash, prevents spotting even when washing in direct sun or with hard water. Use a foam cannon for best results. Removes dirt, pollen, soot, other contaminants. Does not remove wax or sealants or dry out plastic and rubber. It creates a huge amount of suds in a bucket or a foam gun, and rinses clean without streaks. A little bit hard to read. Oh, there's a warning and something else. It's a little hard to read because of the coloration that they do on it, but really cool concept, really cool little graphic that they do. That is consistent throughout the whole pumpkin spice line. So we're gonna be testing this one out, seeing how it works, seeing how it smells, seeing how it foams, all that kind of good stuff. Next, we're going to be looking at these three. Now these have been around from Adams for a little while now, and it's their unicorn shampoo. And they have it in 3 different colors. This is really cool because it changes the color of the foam. I like that concept because when I'm out working, especially as a mobile detail professional, anything that's a little bit different creates a little more attraction, and it's a good way to kind of bring in some new customers, right? They're gonna see a funky color of foam going onto a car. It's gonna interest them and they're gonna come over and talk to you. So I think that's a really cool little marketing strategy. If you're getting it, if it's a good soap and works well and you can differentiate yourself a little bit from the competition, that's always a good thing, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at this. We have a blue, cool graphic on the front. We have yellow and we have red. So these should be, I would assume they're all the same formulations. Let's see here. Now, this is cool. It says attach one of the 3 bottles to Adams Unicorn Shampoo directly to the 2840 410 threading. And so essentially, let's see here. I don't know if they're saying to use this straight or not, but here's a little update on the actual product. It says sometimes things just need to be about fun, and we wanted to offer something special with this collection of high sudsing premium foam washes with 3 vibrant colors and fruit scents for the best intended experience. It's a little hard to read again because the coloration on here, but the bottles can be consumed by directly attaching to the RTU connections of our Adams premium foam cannon and premium foam gun. Ready to use by directly attaching to an Adams premium foam cannon or foam gun. Will not water spot even in direct sunlight, produces thick suds, pH neutral, will not remove protection. So, I don't know guys. I don't know if that means that it's ready to use completely or if it is something that we can dilute down. Now let me grab an Adams foam cannon for you guys. Now what they mean, I don't have one of the Adams here with me right now. I don't know what I did with it. But anyways, what they mean by connecting it directly to the unit is, I think the Griot's here has the exact same connection point. So it's a wide mouth bottle, but if you look here, they have a small attachment that should be able to fit this and screw right in. I don't know if this one does fit it, if the Adams one is different. Let's go ahead and check it real quickly. Yeah, it fits. So there you go, guys. It's ready to roll. So what that means to me is that it's ready to go. You don't need to dilute it. It's not like, it doesn't say anything about adding 2 ounces to a foam can or anything like that. So with that in mind, this may not be the most cost-effective thing in the world. Still very cool. We will test it diluted. We'll just use 2 ounces and see what it does. But let me just read the instructions real quick. It does say it attaches directly to it. Adjust the fan pattern to what you want. It does show allow the product to reside for the duration that the product is being consumed, approximately 1 to 2 minutes. So once fully consumed, switch to another of the 3 bottles of unicorn shampoo. Repeat until all 3 colors are consumed. No need to rinse between colors. Have fun. Now, if that's the case, that is a ton of product that you're gonna be using. I think this 3-pack was, I don't remember, 20 bucks? I don't remember. But I'm gonna try and just use it with 2 ounces in a foam cannon like I normally would with the soap and see how that works, see how it works with its cleaning ability. Even if it doesn't work that well for cleaning ability, it's just still the fun marketing aspect of it. Could be cool. Now, why is this in a Halloween special products when this wasn't introduced just for Halloween? Well, in my house, I have 2 little daughters, and Halloween means unicorns, fairies, and all that kind of good stuff. So the unicorn shampoo just made sense to me. So let's go ahead and check these out, guys. I have it hooked up to my foam cannon, or I will have it hooked up to my foam cannon. I'm gonna be using the IMJOSHV Foam Cannon Pro right here. This is my favorite foam cannon. It gets the most amount of foam. You can adjust the dial to shoot horizontally or vertically. You can adjust the spray pattern. It just gets a fantastic amount of foam. So I love this thing. I'll link this down below for you guys as well. I'm using just a basic Ryobi 1600 PSI little block pressure washer attached to my 50-foot Uberflex hose. Now guys, if any of you haven't seen my pressure washer review videos, when you buy a pressure washer at a big box store, whether it be gas or electric, the hoses that they come with are an absolute nightmare. They always tangle up. I mean, if you've ever dealt with one, you know they're a pain. This is the Uberflex hose. It is super, 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 super duper pliable, and it doesn't kink. Whoops, knocking stuff down. So you can get it to fold over on itself if you squeeze all the way, but no kink stays in the line. As you can see, nothing stays in the line. I use these every day in my professional detailing business. I absolutely love them. You can get a 50-footer for right around 50 bucks. They're basically $1 a foot, which is actually a better value than most, even the ones that are terrible. So if you guys have a pressure washer and need a new hose, I'll link this down below for you guys. It's fantastic. Let's go ahead and get started on this, guys. I'm going to be using all these products on my 1969 Ford Fairlane in the back here. I have my wash mat under it. The wash mat I'll link down for you guys as well. It's from MacShine. But let's go ahead and start testing these out. We're gonna start off with the pumpkin spice. I'm not expecting that to have color, just scent, so we'll see. I'm gonna read the directions and we'll get going. Alrighty guys, so for the pumpkin spice, when they talk about using it in a bucket, they say 1 to 2 ounces. For a foam cannon, it does state 3 to 4 ounces. Yeah, fill up your water, pour 3 to 4 ounces of Adams shampoo into the canister, screw the lid back in, shake it up, get to foaming. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now, and I'll get it filled up and I'll meet you guys over at the car. All right guys, so I've got my foam cannon all set up with the Adams car shampoo, the pumpkin spice. Now it recommended 2 to 4 ounces. I am using 4 ounces in this 16-ounce bottle, so I'm basically gonna get 4 uses out of that bottle. Obviously you can scale that down just to the 2 ounces, but I'm using 4 to test this out. So here we go. And that's basically what I was expecting, guys. Because I use the 4 ounces and I'm using the IMJOSHV, crazy, crazy, crazy amounts of foam. Let me zoom you guys in. It's already starting to peel off the panel. Here we go. I mean, just crazy thick. Like, super, super thick. Now the foam really smells like pumpkin spice. It smells absolutely delicious. Now, am I smelling it as I'm using it? Not really, but once you're in there and actually using it and getting in close to it, it smells great. Yeah, so super thick, super amazing foam. Good job, Adams. Great product, smells great, foam's fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse this off, and we're gonna move on to the unicorn soaps. All right, guys, so here's the rinse off. All right, so fantastic rinseability. I don't know if rinseability is a word. It should be if it's not, but the rinseability is fantastic. It didn't leave any sort of, any residue or any kind of film. It just, everything came right off very, very nicely. Now the car is pretty clean, so there wasn't really anything for it to clean, but it's an Adams product. It has typical, instructions, you know, compared to all the other soaps. So I'm assuming it's gonna do the same job as the other stuff, which is fantastic. So just has that nice pumpkin spice smell. So good to go. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the unicorn polish, or excuse me, unicorn soaps. I'm gonna start with blue. And again, I'm gonna be trying to operate this. It says to screw it straight in. I don't like that idea because it just the amount of product that you're gonna go through is just crazy. So I'm gonna try and do 4 ounces like the other Adams product. We're gonna go 4 ounces and see if we're still getting good color. So here we go. The blue, oh gosh. I wonder if this will stain anything. You know, just like my hands and stuff. Let's see here. All right. A little bit more. Wow, okay, this kind of makes a mess. So as you can see on my hand and everything else, it kind of makes a mess. Oh man, hang on. So just trying to wipe this up, and it is completely turning me into a Smurf. It's not coming off. Now I'm sure it'll just rinse right off, probably not a big deal. But keep that in mind. This is something to keep in mind, and I don't know how I feel about that on paint, to be perfectly honest. Now, if you're using it on paint that's completely, you know, like especially using it straight, now that I'm just using 4 ounces, I'm sure it's gonna be fine, but using it straight seems a little bit dangerous, especially if you're using it on paint that's oxidized and you're using it as your prep wash. I could see it staining it. So just keep that in mind. I don't know that for a fact, but I do know my hands are stained. Like, I mean, that is not coming off. So let me go ahead and put some water on it and see if that'll help me at all. I mean, it's better, but I'm still blue. Let me, real quick, just so you guys know what we're getting into, I'm gonna go try and wash my hands and see if I can get it off. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. I just washed my hands. I used, I don't know, something from Costco. It's just like in a pump sprayer. It's Dial hand soap, foaming hand soap. And it's definitely better, but I'm still blue. I'm still blue, so keep that in mind, guys. I don't like that it stains so much. Nothing worse for me when I'm detailing a car, having my hands all dirty. Using gloves would have been fine, but I don't like getting into a car to make it clean while my hands are dirty. It's a pet peeve of mine. But anyways, let's go ahead and test this out with the 4 ounces. Also, is this gonna stain my foam cannon? It's a great question. I don't know the answer to yet. I'm hoping not. It also dripped on my floor. Yeah, leaving a little blue residue on the floor. It's blue on my hands again from cleaning this, so this stuff's kind of a pain. I don't like how messy it is. It's basically like my hands are like I'm making eggs, you know, like Easter eggs with my kids. Anyway, let's go ahead and test this out, see how it foams. Let me go ahead and fill this up. Now guys, like I said, I'm using 4 ounces and then I'm filling the rest up with water. I can't imagine using this straight. It just seems like it would make such a mess. So I'm not gonna go crazy with foaming because I am indoors right now. And I don't wanna get it on the walls with the chance of it staining the walls. Also, another thing to think is if you have a nice driveway or you're at your customer's house and they have a nice driveway, is this gonna stain the driveway? I don't know. It runs the risk of it though, you know? So let me go to the top, put the top on, we'll test it out. All right guys, here we go. Plugging it in. It is dark in that bottle. Let's go ahead and zoom you in. And here we go. Now the blue is not really showing up that well because it's on my car, but you can see it, I guess, on the tire. It's really cool, really, really cool. So it's foaming really, really, really well. The color is there, so you definitely don't need to use it straight. I don't know why they don't advertise, like it just says plug it in. I'm sure you get a brighter color, but man, that's risky. Especially with the amount of dye that I have on my hands right now. So while I'm rinsing this, I'm gonna leave it on so you guys can see the rinseability of it. All right, so it rinses off nicely, not leaving any staining or anything, so good to go. Let's check out another color. All right, guys, so I have the yellow mixed up now. Obviously, it looks orange in the bottle. It's labeled as yellow, so I'm sure it'll come out pretty yellow. I was more cautious that time, didn't spill, makes everything easy. As long as you know that going into it, it's really not an issue, it's no big deal. Just with that blue one, I wasn't ready for it, and I made a big mess, and it dyed in my hands. But it's cool, right? It's good to know that it can do that, so you know to do everything you can to prevent it. So let's go ahead and test this one now. The yellow. So it's definitely yellow. As you can see there, kind of the least cool in my opinion. It just kind of looks like dirty white. Now again, if you're using the bottle straight, I'm sure it's even more yellow. So keep that in mind, but let's do that real quick. Let's just test it and see. All right guys, so the IMJOSHV also has the other attachment point, so you can put this directly into it. Let me see here. It doesn't go in too snug, so you want to be careful in trying to hold it, but let's go ahead and test this out. So there you go, guys. That is a cool color now. It's like totally golden. The problem is you're gonna go through that product so fast. It's not expensive, but it's definitely not cheap. And I wanna get the most out of it as I can. So with the blue, it's super cool. Actually, at the end of this, I'll run all of them together. I'll run all of them side by side, straight from the bottle, and see how that looks, how much color you get out of it. But again, for me, I would dilute it, and you still get a cool color. So on to the next. Let's go ahead and rinse this off. All right, guys, got the red in now. I don't know if you can hear the rain. It's craziest weather in San Diego lately. It's been kind of like monsoonal, and it's just been really hot, humid, and out of the blue, not in the forecast at all, these kind of rainstorms and thunderstorms come in. It's cool. I don't remember it doing this that much in a summer or going into fall since I was like maybe 17 years old, 18 years old, something like that. So it's been a good amount of time, almost 20 years. Anyways, here's the red. Wow, it's actually hailing outside now. Big, geez, big hail. All right, sorry, a little distracted. Let's get back to this. Here we go. Yeah, guys, pink is definitely my favorite of them. It's really showing a lot of color, even when diluted. So fantastic choice. The pink, you can buy these separately, so I would recommend that one. Again, link down below. All right, let's go ahead and test all three of them together now. Straight out of the bottle, no dilution, just to see. All right, guys, straight out of the bottle, we're going with yellow. We're gonna do portion of the car, go to a different color, do a different color. So here we go, starting off with the yellow. Moving on to the pink or red. Now on to the blue. All right, guys, so there you have it. Four really cool soaps for the Halloween fall season. Obviously the unicorn ones I said have been around longer than that, but really cool stuff. The colors that we get from those unicorn ones is pretty fantastic. The pumpkin spice smelled fantastic. Just regular white, but it smells fantastic. That's it, guys. I will have links for all these down in the description below. And anyways, make sure you like the video, please subscribe. Make sure you turn on that notification bell, and we'll see you guys on the next one.